think I'm going to have to. The hell is that? Oh, it's a ruined port with absolutely nothing in it. Okay. I can't build level 1. Oh, I've reoccupied this, but there's nothing in it at the moment. Okay, let's...
I'll win or die trying.
We've got a strongish army there. An expensive one, admittedly. Right, let's... I'm going to go north with this. I'm going to go flying north. Let's get to Troy. And then we want to meet... I should have an agent somewhere coming the other way. There's an agent there. It's Sebestos. Okay, let's go up the coast. Why is Creative Assembly unable to implement a reskill after Confederation or in general? The AI sometimes uses the worst skills. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they've lost their way a little bit in recent Total War games. Can we get Fat Harry here? Has he got any movement points or not?
I can go no farther.
He's there. Okay, so we need to get him in next turn. I must have just bought him. Let's take a look at the hero situation. Hippodemia. I need to think of something intelligent to do with her. So I do need to take this as part of my scheming and planning. But I either just abandon her or I bring her back. Let's move this turn. I think I'm going to abandon her. Let's go and find some places to take a look at. I'll explore around here and get these islands sorted and see what we've got. I don't feel like I really need her. This is all gone to crap down here. That's a real shame. Whoop, we're getting a bit of screen stutter there. Anyone else to move? Yes.
The helping hand of fate.
Now then. Hector's forces are in the area. I think I'm gonna bring him north. I'm gonna try and kill as many of those enemy agents as I can find. When you played this on hard, you found it okay? Played it on normal the last 2 days and got absolutely hammered. I think that's because there's been a patch. There was a patch. Was it yesterday or the day before? Because I remember starting the stream and I had to wait for the patch to download. Everyone constantly invaded me early on, non-stop, relentlessly. You're not a fan. Worst of all the Total War games you've played. I don't know. I don't know what to rate it. I mean, I liked Britannia largely for the flavour of Britannia. These guys aren't actually in play yet then, are they? Oh, they are. What is this dude? Is he a... Oh, he's the envoy, right. Go in there and logistical control. Embed him in. That's good. Yeah, keep our running costs low as possible. Anyone else? Agathon. These are not, excuse me, in use. That's fine. I am tempted to build another army and start recruiting soldiers ready for Aeneas' return. I'm going to do that, I think. We'll abandon him when Aeneas returns. So let's recruit an agent. We should have... Sorry, I want a hero. Is there any cheap ones? Because of people that we've already had. Yeah, these ones at the top, aren't they? So who should we bring back from the dead? There's a level 3. There's a level 7 there. But he's got problems with motivation, so... Yeah, I didn't like him. Mines, I think, was good. He doesn't like ending the turn in enemy territory. And he doesn't like it if we respect Ares. So he's going to do, just as a temporary thing, just to get some armies start to build up. It's going to be Aeneas' faction. Or Aeneas' army, I should say. So we've got some fearless swordsmen. I mean, fearless, their morale is actually good. They've got a bit of ammunition. They get some charge bonus. They do some missile damage. They do good damage. So those guys are pretty hot. Dardanian defenders. Do they have more missile? Again, its ammunition is not great. Morale's quite good. Renowned sworn fighters. Better morale. Damage. They don't get any charge bonus, though. Heavy swords. Decent armor. Good damage. Charge bonus. Speed. Morale, not so good. Okay, so I might avoid the ones with low morale. Which is going to mean most of this trashy stuff up here, isn't it? What's going to hold the line? I'm definitely going to have a couple of these.
Acknowledged.
Have I got the gold? Ooh, the gold is expensive. I mean, that's 60 morale. I might have to go for these. I can maybe afford the... I can't afford the bronze much better, actually, either. That's bad. At least there's no upkeep. There's less upkeep in bronze. It's initial gold, so I'll go for those. We'll start building the core of an army. I'm not going to bother with light skirmishers. And I'll move the army about because there's some better stuff up here. We'll get some of the sirens. They'll be my skirmishers. We'll use those. You did everything possible to max food production, but it ended up 3 times more costly than gold, wood, stone. Well, I've got a lot of food, but yeah, my armies are eating a lot of food at the moment. I can't really do much about that. Because I've got too many of them, basically. Come on, Hector. Come on, kick these guys' asses. We need you. Every single faction was selling at stupid costs. You just gave up. Just got non-stop attacked and crippled by food costs. I was at that stage a little while ago. Enemy armies, the enemy must get some massive production bonus to food because the amount of armies that they are putting against me, and I'm struggling to afford what I've got. It seems insane. We're just going to see what the enemy does to this here. Hopefully, they're not going to bother my settlements too much. Oh, okay. Are they coming on? This is down south, isn't it? No, it's not. Okay, they're attacking me outside the city. I can retreat into the city. It says I've got absolutely no chance. Let's have a look. Do I see their stats? Yes, I do. So the morale of these young spears... Right, so the morale of those young spears is 50. They do get a hefty charge bonus, though. So that's probably what was making the difference before. I am not going to beat all this stuff. Island Club Warriors. Can I retreat into this? They'll have to lay siege. Go on then. Retreat. Retreat and come back another day. So, are they just going straight over the top? I'll fight this one. I don't think it's going to make any difference. I mean, the garrison's just too weak. You haven't played Agamemnon yet? I haven't seen any other faction other than Aeneas. The AI is player biased. When there's 5 AIs at war with each other and you, then they all focus on you. I guess that's why they call it Total War. Damn, I'm going to have to split the forces. Oh, this is the thing with siege battles, isn't it? You can just put ladders up wherever you want. And they come happily over the top. I've only got a few forces on there. This is where the bulk of things are going to be. So this is going to be horrible. Absolutely horrible. Let's take the spears from there. And put them on there. And the general's going to have to be up on the wall as well. Right then, let's start the battle. I don't think there's anything too intelligent I can do here.
Look to your... The enemy is receiving reinforcements.
Yes, we know. We know. I think this is the first siege battle I fought as a defender. It's a shame that my units are so knackered. They look good. They look good. They look like the elves in Helm's Deep. From the second Lord of the Rings film. Well, if they had swords instead of great big bronze clubs, they would. Okay, I better go see what's happening on the other flank. We've got some missiles. Basically, we just need to get troops in front of where the enemy are coming and try and stop them coming up the ladders. I don't know if that's going to help, but I have no better idea. You are joking. Chucking spears up against castle walls, city walls. Seems somewhat more effective than I would have thought. Alright, so what have we got here? I've got nothing. I've got nothing. I've got clubmen coming up here. I don't know if it's possible to do that. Let's see if we can just expand that line a bit. They've retreated. They're coming up there. Come on, you've got to get up there fast.
The enemy
Fast,
is
mate,
trying
fast.
to capture the gates.
We'll stop that. So they're coming up. Now, does defending a wall actually give me any benefit? They're still throwing bloody spears up here. I don't know what's going on the other one. Damn, I wasn't watching.
For Troy!
They're up. They're not in, but they're up. It doesn't matter even if we did hold this, which we're not going to do. Those are some mighty big ladders. Are we knocking people down? I think we're knocking people down. Which is kind of cool. Come on, leader. I don't think we're going to win this. Are they coming up? They're going to try. I think I'm just far too depleted to really have much of an impact. You just thinking Helm's Deep. Hi, Todd, by the way. Yeah, the armor style, it definitely seemed to match the elves. That's gone, isn't it? Okay, this side we can forget about. If we can do some sort of brave stand. What's the general looking like? I think I've only triggered one of those abilities once ever. Get out of that tower, you scumbags. They're going to let the... Well, that's that gone. Slinger's still slinging. They're doing surprisingly well, actually.
The foe is capturing your victory point. The city is falling.
Yes, we know. We know. I'm just quite happy to have killed some of them, really. But watch it say at the end that they've only taken about 10 casualties. You prefer if the ladders were carried and destroyable? Like in Stronghold? I'd prefer it if they didn't have massive, great, big, long ladders. Do you remember... Anyone remember Total War... Medieval Total War? Where you had to build siege towers and platforms and battering rams, and that was your way through walls? Or was that Medieval 2? I can't remember. Whoa! Look at that slowdown, folks. Did you see that? Ah, look at that. When I increase the distance, does it only it's not drawing all the frames in. That wasn't drop frames on the stream. That was massive stutter and slowdown. Oh, that's painful. Look at that. That's nothing to do with my CPU or video card. That is something in the game engine causing that.
One of your units has no more ammunition.
Don't think it's optimized quite as well as it could be. I'm surprised actually we have held this wall much better than I would have thought. We're still fighting on this wall, look. Sieges are crazy. We're having massive slowdown.
We've lost a victory point.
Do I detect a crash coming?
The foe controls the heart of the city. Retake it at once, or the entire city.
Yeah, I know. It's gone. It's gone. We're not going to be able to do anything about this. But I'm quite amused by the slowdown. Have you guys seen this in any of your games? This is the first siege game I've played as a defender. I've played one as an attacker, but I've not had that. It's like the game engine isn't slowing down because look at the clock. Oh, maybe it is a bit. I don't know. I think it's just the animation. You think it's better optimized in terms of usage than Three Kingdoms or Warhammer 2? This is the first time I've seen it do this. I'm just checking. Yeah, OBS is having no problems. No problem. So OBS is presenting to you exactly what I'm seeing. So there's no problem with system resources. It's quite amusing that my guys will fight to the death on top of a wall, but will run away at the drop of a hat in a field battle. Like, look at this. We've still got people on top of walls over here trying to run in slow motion. Let's do that. That's going to confuse the game, isn't it?
Your warriors are losing heart.
Wow. It's getting bad now. Bad leadership. Don't know that there's much more I could have done. I could send the general to go and trash the guys in the middle of the city. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know whether he'll get there. How have these routed? They've come over the walls and now they're routing out the opposite side of the city. Technically, these people should have the gate. I don't know if I can I in any way like cancel the battle or skip out. It's going to work better if I just play it in normal speed mode. I don't think it's making much difference. What's that do? So I can put it in slow motion.
The enemy have captured the gates.
Something's going on. This looks like 10 out of 10 worst settlement to defend. You would have to have masses of units to hold all the walls, wouldn't you? But I mean, they all look like this. Every settlement in the game is kind of like built into a craggy, cliffy outcrop of something. And considering the amount of effort they're put into building walls, there's not many houses in it, are there? Or other buildings. I don't think it's RAM. I think if it was RAM... It's definitely not CPU. If it was RAM, my OBS capture window on the gaming PC, we'd be seeing some sort of problem with that. Let me see if I can do a... This might break it as I tab out of the game. Well, that got a better reaction when I came out. So it's currently using... I'm using 32% of the memory and 20% of the CPU. And 8% of the GPU, but that is tabbed out, so... That was weird. I don't know what to do, folks. Is there an option to surrender? If I just zoom all the way out, does that actually speed things up? I didn't know I could zoom out on battles like this. Look at this. What does this button do? Toggle the tactical map. Okay. Press escape. Resume. Or quit. Oh, concede defeat. Yeah, I better do that. This is getting silly. I might have killed a few more, but that was just mental. Think how the city centre is very accessible there. You remember games going bonkers after running for too long? We'll see if it's in the next ground battle. But I mean, I streamed this for 6 hours yesterday. Never run into a problem like that, so that was unusual. They lost half their army, which makes me wonder, if I kept on fighting, could I have eventually won that? That's an insane amount of casualties. Weird. And this all feels back to normal. Very strange. I've got my army intact there. They can actually have a crack at the guy at Cirrus as he raised Cirrus to the ground. Who's he fighting? You're defending in a minor settlement battle. I have a lot of slingers and stuff, though. Well, they have. What's this? Phrygian warriors. They're going to carve me up, aren't they? Wow, Maz, thanks for all the gifted subs. That is awesome. Thank you very much. Alright, let's see if it does it in this fight. If it does it in this fight, I will I'll save and reload the game. So I'm fighting in a more traditional style of fight here. We know where they're coming from over there. and from over there. So I can either try and fight on 2 fronts, or I can do the old... I think I'm going to do this. Defend the funnels. Okay, spearmen. Get the enemy to funnel up. Sit in guard mode there. I can switch them to swords, which might give them a... What are their alternate weapons? Swords?
The gods watch over us.
It's not showing there. I'm going to guess it's swords. Spears to swords. What's the... Can I get their melee attack or not? No, it's not going to show. Let's assume that's what that is anyway. And I need to stop them here and stop them here. So I'm going to guess... We might need... I think we're going to need 3 units for this bit. Because this bit will come under attack. Put those into guard mode. Swords. Swords. Put them on swords. Right, okay. It's a plan. And then... Sworn fighters. I don't know if that's a good idea. Oh, they're both better. Okay, so... This is just... I don't think it's going to make any difference. 1 unit of reserves here. And then we've got slingers. Just not enough of them, sadly. Can go slinging up there. And then the other skirmishers can go slinging over here. And that is our plan. And it's just for maximum casualties. Don't switch to swords. It's a 2-handed spear. Is it 2-handed on those? It's not 2-handed. They all have shields. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Right. Thank you for that. So I definitely want that back to... Right. Okay. So for all it shows a little symbol of... Is that supposed to be 2-handed? So it shows us switched, I guess. Yeah. I want the shields up because I'm going to be facing missile troops. These guys don't have the option. Ah, cool. Thanks for that. I've never looked. I guess with a 2-handed spear, you have the benefit on the attack. Okay, let's let them come on. I mean, they're just going to absolutely just batter through in no time. But if we can kill a few, then it'll just make life a little bit easier. There we go. The slinger's opening up. No problems with frame rates here.
Foes.
Slingers are firing back at me. Who are they shooting, though? My slingers or my spears? Looks like just general area bombardment. And... What? What? Why did my slingers... Did you see that? Did you see what I just saw? My slingers went from there to charging through the lines into the enemy. Why would they do that? Just why? I don't understand. I've seen that happen once before. If I misclicked, which I have done in previous battles, I thought that would do it. I didn't press a single thing there. $5 on bad skirmish mode movement. I mean, that was bad skirmish mode movement. But I can definitely 100% say that wasn't me this time. It wasn't me.
Your hero is under attack.
I knew that was going to go bad. We killed 48, so that's something, I suppose. You hate skirmish with a passion. I think I'm just going to... I think I should have just turned it off. Should have just turned it off. I didn't expect them to do that, though. But now, having seen that happen once before in the campaign, I know it's not me. So, skirmish mode is... I don't know. I don't feel like it's working as intended. But then I think... No, I think it is working as intended. I just don't think its intention is very good. Because I've seen units retreat across the face of a charging enemy. I've seen, especially the javelins, retreat before they can even before the enemies are within range. Like the skirmish range is longer than their javelin range for some of the heavy skirmishers, and they'll retreat without ever throwing a javelin. Oh god, more wars. Yeah, call the allies. So I'm at war with the entirety of the world almost. Here comes some more. I can defend this one though till my army approaches. Alright, Maz, thanks for all the gifted subs today. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, I really appreciate the support. So yeah, we'll have to have a catch up in a game sometime. But yeah, take it easy and we'll catch you some other time. I am losing with a passion here. It is the master plan. It's to lull the enemy into a false sense of security. 100%. Okay, so I'm defending again. This is the bit I have to make sure we don't lose. I've defended this successfully before. So let's bring the cavalry back here. Oh, these are scouts. They're not like hard melee cavalry. We want to try and get the enemy clumped up, so we will go with. Shall we go with? Yeah, we're going to fight here. I'll go 1 unit of hard spears here. Oh, these mob? Oh, that's not quite what I was hoping for. And the heavy skirmishers behind them. You can see my battle plans. Dardanian mob. Can we pile that in there? Is that a bit too much, do you think? I think they'll bring archers down here and shoot up. I think that's what they'll probably do. But that's a pretty solid sort of tactic. We'll take skirmish mode off all of these before we mess this up. And the general in the middle. Oh, we've got some axemen as well. Excellent. The axemen are actually experienced here. So these will be our reserves. We'll put them there. Start battle. So as long as the enemy come flying up there, we're good. Let's get the archer scout things out. Support this fruitcake. I like fruitcake, as you mentioned it. This is my favourite type of cake. Is there a setting to turn skirmish mode off by default? Let's take a look at that. Is it under game settings? Default skirmish mode. Thank you very much. That will save some bother. And off we go. So, interesting. We didn't get any frame sort of stuttering at all in that last battle. It was just the siege battle. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. And let's let the enemy come up. Oh, they got bloody slingers again. We're going to try and get behind them. But they always get them into range and absolutely pelt my guys. Do the mob have... They don't have options to switch weapons. They don't have options to switch weapons. If they all come piling up here, I might be in trouble. That looks like the tactic that's going to be employed. Play. Okay, skirmishers. We need to get you redeployed over here. I've got something in the middle of there that shouldn't be. Skirmishers, redeploy. Go! Charge! Charge! Come on, I need to bring these fellas in now as well. I need to get all the missile troops I can into there. You need to go and form a line there. Really, the axemen should have flanked around. They would have been better at it. These guys are going to get destroyed. They're already at half health.
Your warriors are losing heart.
Yeah. You just can't. You just can't do that with them. That should be fine. That shouldn't be a problem there, I predict.